So my name is Taylor Perella. I've been going to Champion Forest for 7 months. I grew up in church. I knew all the right answers, but never really had a personal relationship with Jesus. I did find myself feeling this deep emptiness inside me. I tried, alcohol. I tried drugs. I tried partying. I did everything basically that the world tells you will fill it, and it didn't. You get so lost in it that you think there's no way out. When I was young, I got married. That was the only thing that seemed to long-term fill the smallest part of what I was feeling. I mean, it was about 6 months in, and we were both drunk. Things got really heated. We were arguing about, I don't even remember what. And he lost his temper and he just started slamming his fists and he hit me. We had gone to bed and actually my neighbor heard us yelling and he called the police. And I told the police everything was fine because I thought it was just an accident. And that was the first time. And then, the next time we got into a fight and it wasn't as big, I remember my thought process was, at least he didn't hit me this time. And so, yeah. Sorry. No, it's fine. You kind of just think this wouldn't happen to me. Eventually you come to yourself and you're like, yes, okay, I have to leave. Otherwise, I'm just gonna be a statistic. So yeah, I finally did leave that relationship and I started drinking again and finding joy or attempting to find joy in things that just won't actually sustain you in life. Moved in with a friend of mine and she lives up in Spring, and she had been going to this church off and on. Out of desperation, I told God, if you help me through this, I'll go to church. And Champion Forest was one of the only churches that actually had something on a Tuesday. I met this girl and she just started talking to me. I didn't expect it, honestly, and she was just talking to me. She was so welcoming and friendly, and I knew then that this is where God wanted me to be. Pastor Jarrett was preaching on the unity of Christ, and I just remember in this service that the big thing that stuck out to me was you have your story, but God, you've done all this in your life, but then God redeems that. I was bawling in the middle of this sermon. There's a bunch of strangers around me and I don't know if they saw me just weeping essentially. I went down to the connection room. He introduced me to this woman. Her name's Lisa. I just felt so called to just submit everything and just let go. And so I told her absolutely everything about my past, and she didn't judge me. She welcomed me, she loved me, and she fully, in a godly way, just loved me and embraced me. I feel that was the moment that I fully surrendered. Everything pretty much changed after that. I gave Jesus my past. I gave him my shame, my identity. I serve now. I serve at the Grove. I serve by leading a Bible study on Thursdays. I'm in the choir on Wednesdays, doing Christmas Spectacular. Just super heavily involved in the church and just wanting to show God's love that was shown to me and wanting other people to feel accepted and just welcomed. When I think about being a part of what's next for Champion Forest, it feels personal because I was that person who was far from God. And I think that's incredibly important to just be that person for others, just as I needed that person for me.